Hey guys, what's up and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be showing you how to use Blender. So to start off, you'll need at least Blender 3.4 installed, and the link for that can be found in the description. And today I'll walk you through the basics of this software, and after learning everything you'll be able to create your own 3D art, animations and whatnot. Okay, so to start off, we have a default cube, you'll find that, and on the bottom right of my screen you can see what keys I'm pressing. So what we're going to start off with is how everything works. So firstly, the button to pan around the subject is middle, as you can see, and zoom in is obviously scroll wheel. And up here where my cursor is, you can see that you can freely move around, and there's also keybinds on the numpad, such as 8, 7, but it's just much easier than that. Alright, secondly, we have these options here. This one is cursor, place it here, and that's where the next object will spawn. We'll move on to that later. This is to moves an object through the x-axis, the y-axis, and the z-axis. Simple. This is rotate. Similarly, it rotates along the z-axis, the x-axis, and the y-axis. Control Z to undo, similar to every other software. Anyways, next on scale, to scale from the z-axis, the y-axis, and the x-axis. Now with that done, we can move on to everything else. So we're just going to go ahead and get rid of this cube, which to do that, X to delete. And now we know that our cursor's there, so it's Shift A to add a new object. And you'll probably be scared when you open up and see this menu here, but don't be scared. You can just stay on mesh for now, and then there's different options such as plane, cube, circle. Go ahead and click cube for now. So you have the cube where you wanted. Now with the cube, you can freely move around. Go on, move around with the cube. Scale it, rotate it as much as you want. Now what you want to do, now these menus, this is edit mode, what's called, it says up here. Edit mode, there's different modes. Object mode, where we're just in. Edit mode, sculpt mode, vertex paint. These ones, this will be covered in a later episode. But first, these three are the select menus. So this is select mode. This is to select vertices, which are these. And the second one on is the select mode for edges, which are the edges of the 3D shape. And the last one is faces, which are just the faces. And to quick access to these is 1 for vertices, 2 for edges, and 3 for faces. Now edit mode is just object mode, but just a lot more complicated with these menus on the side. Now tools that you'll be using regularly during 3D modeling is, first we have the extrude tool, extrude region, which you can just extrude pieces like that. Another tool that you'll be using regularly is the inset faces tool. What this does, it insets the face within and makes a separate face in the face, if you get what I mean. Now next, what you'll be using a lot is bevel. What bevel does, you want to select an edge and it just bevels it, fillets the edge of it. Now you can choose different menus here, how many segments you want, width, and shape. This will be covered in more detail later on during the tutorial. Now next up, we have the loop cut. It sets different cuts and across regions. So if you select it, it just cuts through it, pretty much. Now that's pretty much what the basics of what you'll be using regularly. That was a quick episode today, but that just goes goes through all the basics. These menus here, we'll go through them next episode, and that's pretty much it for today. Don't forget to subscribe and make sure you use the download link in the description.